Hello everyone, this is Ashish Sani from Innovate Yourself. Welcome back to my channel. Once again, I am back with another video on Rasa Chatbot, and this time we are back with Rasa Chatbot along with the GUI, which is graphical user interface. That means this time we are going to create a desktop application on which our chatbot is going to talk to us. So this is how we are going to interact your chatbot to GUI. So let's get started and let's see how we can make that part. Alright, so you can see this is a chatbot based on GUI. So that means this is a desktop application on which I'm going to talk to my bot. So this is a welcome message to you, like welcome to Innovate Yourself. Now here, this is a text box where you're going to enter your text and accordingly your bot is going to reply you. So let's say hello and I will send it. So you can see this is a message from user and this is a message which is coming from your bot, and in my case I have given my bot name as Innovate. So this is how you can see your chatbot is replying to you based on the input that you're going to provide. Now let's understand how we have made that part. So to make that part, what exactly I have done is I have used two different things. One is the Tkinter, which is the inbuilt module inside the Python programming language, and I have used that to design the GUI. And the second thing is Rasa chatbot. So we have to design, or we have to create our own chatbot that we want our user to interact with, and our user should get a reply as per that. So these are the two different things that we have to do. First thing is GUI, that I will show you how to do that part. Second thing is the chatbot stuff we have already done, and also I have shown you in one of my previous video that how you can deploy your chatbot onto the Heroku server. So I'm not going to cover these two things separately once again, just because I have already covered them. So I will leave a link in the description, or I will add the link to this video, right? So you can go there and you can check that if in case you have any doubts regarding that. So let me just move ahead to the GUI part so that I can show you how you can build your own GUI to talk to your bot. So this is how we are going to go forward, right? So before going to the GUI part, let me first show you the chatbot that I'm going to talk to, and for that let me go in here. So this is one of the chatbot which I already have with me, which is related to the coronavirus or the COVID-19. So this is one of the chatbot which will help us, or let's say which will help the user to get the details regarding the coronavirus. So this is a chatbot which I'm going to deploy onto the Heroku server, but I will not show you that how we can deploy the chatbot to the Heroku server, just because I already have a video on that. So you can refer that and you can come back over here and further continue from here. So this is all about that. So this is a chatbot and this will be deployed onto the Heroku server, right? And for the Heroku part, I will leave a link in the description. You can check that. Now just remove this and go back, so that what we can do is we can link our chatbot to the GUI. And for linking that GUI, now after deploying the chatbot to the Heroku server, you will have an API. So we will use that API, which will be used to send a post request, and based on that you will get an output for that, or let's say you will get a reply from your bot that you can display onto the GUI application where you want to display your complete conversation that you are having with your chatbot. So this is all that we will do in here, and that was the first step, and that I will leave a link in the description. You can check that. And now let's move to the second step, and the second step is to create a Tkinter application, right? So for that, you can see in here I already have a complete program with me, right? So this is a short program in which you can see I have imported a request module. So you have to install it, right? So you can simply install it by typing pip install requests. That will help you to install it. And after that, Tkinter and AST. Tkinter is specially used for the GUI application, for the creation of that. We will be using that part, and that is inbuilt in Python programming, so you don't have to install it separately, right? So this is about that. AST is module that I will show you later on, like why we are using it. And after that, you can see in here what I'm doing is I am creating an object with respect to this Tkinter. So Tkinter.tk, that will create a new window, or that will create a window on which you want to display all your widgets. And all widgets can be anything. That can be a button, that can be a label, that can be a text box, that can be entry, that can be anything. So there are different widgets that you want to add. Like in our case, you can see we haven't added multiple widgets. We just have added, like, let's say in my case, I'm using a label, I'm using an entry block, and I'm using a button. So these are the three different widgets that I'm using in here, right? So you can see that. And after that, in here you can see I'm setting up the geometry, like what will be the geometry, what will be the size of a window, right? And this is a title that I'm giving to my GUI application, and I'm giving the title as innovate hyphen assistant, so that is a assistant for me. And this is root.resizable. This is actually used when you don't want to show the maximize or the minimize button, right? So you can see when I'm adding this part, based on that you will not find the maximize button over here, right? So this is how we can use that part. And after that, what exactly we have to do is we just have to create a string, or let's say we just have to create a object for the string variable for that tick enter part, right? Because I'm using this text object so that I can update my label data in the runtime, or let's say when I'm doing the processing of that, at that time I can update the value of your text, or let's say of your label. So this is all exactly what I'm doing in here, right? And this is conversation equal to this, and currently I'm having this welcome message over here just because I just want to display a message in a different way, and that different way is to add it inside a list, just because every time when I will, or when a user will enter an input, that will be one input. Based on that, your bot is going to give you a reply. So that means you will be having multiple values, and all the values I'm storing in a list as a separate element. So this is how I'm going to store my data, and based on that my further conversation will take place. So in here you can see this is a label that I have added first. Similarly, second thing is label grid, like I'm just setting it up like this is a grid so that it can show the label onto the window that you have created, and that window is root. So this is what exactly I'm doing, that is for the label part. Similarly, entry block, so this is an entry block where I'm going to enter the text. So whatever is the text, I will enter it there, and accordingly we will read that message whenever I will click on the send button. So this is how we are going to do it, right? And after that, this is a button widget, and inside button widget we are just setting up a simple text that there will be a message send, so that whenever I will click on that, it will send a message. And accordingly, command, in command you can see I have called a function, and that function name is read text, and that read text is this. So this is the most important thing, in which what exactly we are doing is in the entry block. So let me show you by giving you a demo. Can you see when I will click on this? So you can see this is an entry block. In here, when I will say hello, hello is there. Now when I'm going to click on this send button, accordingly the first step that it will do is it will just read that message, it will read that text that you have entered inside the entry block, and accordingly we are just adding it inside the conversation, and also by telling that this is a message coming from a user, so you have to display it like that. So in that case, you can see in here when I will click on this, it will show you like user colon hello, and accordingly innovate is saying, hey, how may I assist you? So that means this is a message coming from the user that you have entered. This is a message coming from your bot that the bot has replied to you based on the input that you have given. So this is how it is going to work, right? So every time you are going to enter some message, it is going to repeat all the same steps again and again, right? And now this is the conversation that you have added in here. Similarly, the next thing is you have to add this label.update so that you can display the updated message onto that label while you are running on the GUI application, because if you will not add this, this will not update the message for you, right? So this is how we can do it. And after that, this is a short thing that you need to understand, like what exactly I'm doing in here. In here I have a URL, so this is a URL for my Heroku API where I have my chatbot deployed, so that whenever I'm going to send a post request on this API, it will return me some output. So this is my object, and in that, what exactly I'm doing, I'm writing some sender name, let's say Ashish. It's up to you, whatever you want to write, and the message will be coming from here. Can you see? The message is coming from here, that whatever you have entered in the entry block, you're going to read it and you are going to display it, or let's say you're going to post it to this API, right? So this is what exactly we are doing. So this is how we are doing it, and this step is used when you have read the message, and after that you want to delete that, or let's say after that when you want to clear the message. So that is the reason you can see when I will say hello, here the message is automatically cleared. So this is how it is working. And after that you're sending a post request. Based on that you will get an output, and whenever you're going to get an output, you will see you will get an output in the form of a string. So I don't want the output in the form of a string. Instead, I want the output in the form of a dictionary, list, or whatever form we are having it, right? So you can see this is a message that I will get after you will call this part x.text. So this is how we are going to do it, but this complete message will be in the form of a string. So in that case we will not be able to access the element with respect to this key and value pair, right? So that is the reason we have to first use this ast.literal, which will convert it in the way, in the form, in the type it is actually, right? So in case it is in the list format, then it will convert it into the list format. If it is in the dictionary format, then it will give you the output in the dictionary format. So this is why I'm using this AST, and this is helping me a lot, right? So this is how I'm doing it, right? And here this is a step which I have done in case you have the data. Let's say the length of your string is very long, right? In that case we have to split it into the shorter pieces so that we can display it in the separate lines, because otherwise it is not going to show you everything in the proper format, and also half of your data will be skipped. So that we don't want, right? So this is why I'm doing this part. And don't worry about the code, I will leave a link in the description. You can check the code from there, and accordingly you can test it yourself, right? So this is all that I have done, and this is all about that only, right? So this is a complete project, this is a complete application for GUI, right? So now let me just run this and let me show you how exactly it is working and how we can get the output properly, right? So let me just talk to my bot. Hello. So you can see, hello, hey, how may I assist you? Let's say I want to know about coronavirus. So it is going to tell you COVID-19 is a new illness that can affect your lungs and airways. It is caused by the virus called coronavirus. COVID-19 is a disease caused by a new coronavirus that emerged in China in December 2019, right? So this is the information that my bot has provided you based on the input that you have given to it, right? So let me check for the next question. Let's say what are the symptoms, of it. So you can see COVID-19 symptoms include cough, fever, and shortness of breath. So right now you can see some of the data is skipped, so that means we need to improve it more, right? So this is how we can do it. Similarly, now let's say is it a matter of concern? So you can see yes, from the recent information indicates COVID-19 may be passed from person to person. Community spread is being seen also. Community spread means people has been infected with the virus in a particular area, including some people who are not sure how or where they become infected. COVID-19 has been detected in people throughout China and in over 100 and other countries, including this disease. So this is how you can see you have got the complete idea, you have got the complete chatbot, and now you can talk to your chatbot onto the GUI application that we have just created. So this is how you can create your chatbot onto the GUI application. And in my case I have added few widgets into my GUI application, but in your case you can update it more, you can add more features to it, or let's say you can add more widgets to it so that you can make it more attractive. So this is how you can make your chatbot, and I hope everything is clear to you. But still, if you are facing any difficulties in understanding the topic, in understanding or in troubleshooting the problems, whatever you are facing, then feel free to leave a comment below in the comment section. And also, if you have liked this video, then do click on the like button. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, then do click on the subscribe button. And also, you can press the bell icon if you don't want to miss any updates from our channel. So till then, bye bye and happy learning.